Guys, so before we actually get into the real video, I wanted to show you all what I picked up from my local nail supply store. I got this chisel acrylic, I got some more milky white by Not Polish, and I also got another 1 ounce by Not Polish. It's 24K. I've seen it, I'm pretty sure that I've seen it on Instagram before, and I just thought it was so pretty. I'm gonna be using my Pana size 10 acrylic brush to swatch all of these, and of course first I'm gonna go in with the milky white. Now I've already had this before, but I did want to test it again just to make sure that the nail supply store that I went to is giving out like actual Not Polished acrylic, because I've gone to one of my local nail supply stores and the acrylic, I got Kiara Sky, and the acrylic was not like, I don't think it was authentic. And I've heard that a lot of nail supply stores, like the local ones, will sometimes like cut their stuff with other products, or by the time it gets to them, it's just not the same as when it was in the factory. So I just wanted to make sure, and hands down, this was definitely Not Polish's acrylic. It went on so smooth, so buttery. I did not have any stuck in my brush, you guys, like at all. Y'all can see I left that in slow motion for you all to see exactly how it went on, so it was all good there. And if you are new to this channel, welcome, but I know some people probably have never seen the milky white. I know it's a very popular acrylic powder, but I do have a lot of new subscribers, so I just decided to go ahead and swatch that again. But milky white is a super pretty soft white if you are looking for that particular color or shade. So then we're going into the chisel. Now let me talk about chisel really quickly, you guys. I got chisel, I started using chisel in nail class, and y'all, when I say I love chisel, if you like Not Polished, then you will love chisel. It has pretty much the same consistency, you guys. Now I wanted to make sure that this consistency was the same as the one that I used in nail class, and once I swatched it, it was definitely the same. It was so buttery, so smooth. Now this color is a neon acrylic powder, so obviously it's going to have a lot of pigment in it. So when I put it on the nail, you are going to see that it marbles a little bit. I was just showing you right here how quickly it polymerizes, and that is what you want to see in an acrylic powder. If acrylic powders are not polymerizing, it's probably going to be chalky, you guys. And I've done swatches of plenty acrylic powders. If you have not checked that video out, I will list it above for you right here, or at the end of this video. I swatched every acrylic powder that I have in my collection, and I showed you all which ones were the best and which ones were not. So right here, I'm just swatching this chisel acrylic, and as you can see, it's literally going on so easily and so smooth. The only cons I would say is that this acrylic powder did have a little marbleization. I won't even call it marbling, you could just see the pigment in it, and I did point that out. However, once you bring it down, it was like nothing was wrong with it. I do feel like I have even a Not Polished one that does that, so that wasn't like a deal breaker for me. I would definitely I'll definitely be purchasing more chisel acrylics. If you have not tried chisel and you like dynamic and you like Not Polished, you like Young Nails acrylics, then you will definitely like chisel. I also feel that chisel is a great beginner friendly acrylic powder because it does not move around too much, and yeah, it just went on really good. The consistency was very consistent with how I initially used it in nail class. So there was nothing wrong with these powders that I got from this store today, so I'm super happy. I also wanted to mention that all of the acrylic powders that I got today were only $12, so I was like, oh, hell yeah, y'all. Like, I'm definitely going back, definitely buying a ton more. But yeah, this color, I did not have a color like this in my collection. So I definitely gravitated towards this color once I seen it on the shelf. And he actually had like 2 sections of not polished acrylics. And I actually found this one going out of the door, like after I paid for the other ones, for the other stuff that I got. And I was like, oh, wait, I didn't know that you had glitter, not polished acrylics. And he was like, yeah, we have the whole OMG collection or whatever he said. So I was like, I found this one and I was looking for some chunky glitters because y'all know I do not have a lot of chunky glitters. It's just not something that I normally buy. So I did go ahead and purchase this one, and I'm so glad I did. When y'all see the finish, like how it is, like, oh my God, it's so beautiful. Like, I'm pretty sure I've seen this swatched on Instagram, and I thought it was really, really pretty, but I just never went ahead and got it. I don't know how much these are on Not Polish's website, but last time I checked, Not Polish usually charges like between 15 to 18 per jar, if I'm not mistaken. This one is a 1 ounce. I think that all their OMG collection or their glitter acrylics are 1 ounces, and this was still $12. But the other one that I got, the Milky White, and a lot of the other colors that I saw in there were 2 ounces, and they were $12 as well. The chisel is also 2 ounce, and that was $12 as well. And I got some buffers. He had like 4 for $1 for the buffers. But yeah, this is what all the colors look like, you guys. I'm really thinking about using 24K and the Milky White together for a set and putting some bling. So let me know if y'all want to see something like that, because that's what it was giving. So now we're actually getting into the real video, like what we really are here for. I decided to go ahead and play around in some of my foils. Now I do have these foils on my website, so you can go check that out if you would like to purchase them. The description is in the description. The website is in the description box below if you are looking to purchase. Right here I was just deciding on what color to use, and of course, you guys, I went with pink. Everybody loves pink, so that is the color I decided to go ahead and try this with. Now, I have done foils before, but never on a full set, and never like for nails that I would actually keep on. I've only like maybe tried a little section of foils, so this is technically not my first time, but in all actuality, like this, I could consider this my first time of trying foils. So I'm gonna take y'all along with me and show y'all exactly what went down while I was trying to do these foils. Now, they came out okay, they weren't terrible, but I will say that they were not the best. It was not the best transfer that we could have gotten. So I am using Macart Nail Art Transfer Foil Gel, and I thought that this was a really good gel. I'm not too sure if it's like the best one around. Like I said, I'm really not experienced when it comes to transfer foils. I just do not use them a lot. However, I know that people love them, so that is why I purchased them for you all, to be able to buy them off of my website. I sold a ton of these. Like, I have so many that are sold out right now. It's crazy. This one, if you are looking on the website, this one is a taste of licorice. So this one is the pack that has the 3 black Dior foils in them, and all of them are Dior foils. They are just in different colors. So I cured the, this was actually my second time, this thumb right here, this was my second time trying it. I had to wipe it off with acetone and try again because it just was not sticking at all the first time. So the second time I put the transfer foil gel on the nail, I actually kept it in the light for 2 full minutes. The first time I just did 60 seconds, and I guess it didn't make it like tacky enough for some reason. So I don't know. I really don't know what the recommended time to keep it in the light is, because on the bottle of the nail art foil transfer glue, it does not say how long to cure it. It just tells me to cure it. So Like I said, I'm really not too familiar with these foils. This was really just trial and error that we did here, and they ended up coming out pretty nice, but there are a few things that I wish I would have done differently. Now, as far as the foils, I don't know what to do differently. Y'all can tell me down below. I am not a foil expert, so we're just going with the flow here. This nail, the pointer finger, is actually the one that came out the best. For whatever reason, I don't know what I did differently. It might have been because if you see right here, I'm going to actually like be able to pull it a little bit. So I think that might have helped it out a little bit, because I did not do that on any other nail. I kind of was able to stretch it, and I believe when you are doing other people's nails and you using Dior foils, you are able to, you know, use both hands and actually pull the foil and place it on the nail so that it is straight and very, very tight. I don't feel like I was able to do that since I was obviously doing one of my hands with one of my hands. So that might have been the issue as far as why it wasn't going on in just one take. But this one did. This one came out perfect. I did have to go back over it, I think like once, as y'all saw in the video, but it wasn't anything crazy. And you can see it just lift right off of the foil. So that one came off pretty clean, and I was super happy about that. That is the only one that came off super clean like that. The other ones were kind of shaky, but we got through it, you guys. So today or yesterday I should say, because I'm doing this voiceover at like 3 or 4 a.m. on Thursday. So y'all will probably see this in a few hours, but yeah, yesterday I was contacted. It's crazy. Like yesterday I was contacted literally all around the same time by 3 different brands and people on Instagram to do some reviews and swatches for them. So I usually don't tell y'all. I usually just wait until it comes and then surprise y'all with a video or whatever, but I just feel like talking about it. So I have Todds Ln is sending me some acrylic powders to review on my channel. They contacted me this morning on Instagram. Also, I have 2 other like small businesses, I believe, that are sending me some products over. I'm not sure when I will get them, but I'm super excited because one of the channels up here, I can't remember off the top of my head right now, but of course I will tell you all when that video comes, and list everything in the description box for you all. But one of them actually has some acrylic powders that look really, really nice. Like they look really buttery and milky and like the perfect consistency, the consistency that I like to see in formulas for acrylic powders. So I'm really anxious to try those. And I also have another brand. I'm not sure what they're sending me. I believe they said that they were waiting for some stuff to come in and then they will send it to me. So we will see when we get that. I do know that another YouTuber up here uses their products, and I do believe that they are based in Mississippi. So I'm not sure exactly like who it is behind the brand or what, but I will ask them all for more details. I just want to share that with y'all. I know a lot of people up here have their own YouTube channel, and I did not contact them. I think I contacted one, but I will explain all of that in a different video. So yeah, I also have another video coming for y'all. I know y'all were expecting to get that video today. However, I have just not had the time. I've had school 2 days in a row and the hours were crazy. And I also want to film this video in the daylight. So I just had to wait because every time I was getting home, it was getting dark and late and I had to cook or do something. So y'all, that foil came off really, really nicely. That one and the pointer finger were probably the best. So, but yeah, like I said, y'all know that I'm doing the video for telling you all how to get 1,000 subscribers fast and also how to get 4,000 hours of watch time fairly quickly. And so yeah, that video is coming up. I have not forgotten about it. I've actually been taking notes about what I want to tell you all, and I just really want it to be very, very detailed. So I've really been taking my time on making that video. And I also am going to be like in the camera recording, so I've just been waiting for it to be sunlight outside and make a nice video for you all. So when I do start this application, I want y'all to know that the middle finger and the ring finger, y'all are gonna see that those are gonna be like all over the place. And the reason why is because, as y'all know, I do the pop off method. If you have not seen that video, go check that video out. But as y'all know, I do the pop off method. So when I do that, sometimes I'm lazy and I will just not shape my nails before applying acrylic. And that is what I did for the middle and my ring finger. Unfortunately, the tip box that I have for these tips does not have the size 5. And that's usually what I use on my middle and ring finger, either a 4 or 5. But today I had to use a 4 on both of those fingers. And the 4 was like extremely big and the 6 was too small. Right here, I'm just going ahead and I'm putting some of the Not Polished Neutralizer in my monomer just to tone it down. Since y'all know I do have a cat now, so I just been trying to keep the smell a little down in my house, since I do my nails in a room inside my house. So that is why y'all are seeing me put that in there, because I know that's something new. I usually don't do that. I'm also using a size 14 brush, you guys. I have upgraded. I have been using a size 14 brush, and I like it. I think I've gotten used to it. I've gotten used to the size, so I'm okay with it. I can definitely still go back to a 12, so I'll be switching between the two often. So y'all will see me use a 14 and a 12 on my channel now. But yeah, like I was saying, the application on those two fingers is not going to be the best, you guys. Like, it's just not. So right here, I am going ahead and I'm just capping all of the foil with clear. Now, of course, you do want to make sure that you are putting either a base coat or a top coat over the foil that you already have down on the nail first, and curing that, and then going in with the acrylic, because if you do not do that, then the acrylic will take off the foil and it will just be a waste. So make sure that you are top coating the foil before placing down any acrylic over top of it. The monomer mixed with the foil is going to make it peel right off, you guys. I promise. Been there, done that, and you don't want to do that. So I am using Todds Ln clear, and as you can see, it is a little bit runny. So y'all are gonna see me like kind of let it sit on the nail and just run down by itself, so that it can kind of just do its own thing and stiffen up a little bit instead of me like messing with it too much. I kept some of the application when I get to the cover flamingo in real time for you all. I know y'all like to see real time application, and since I have been getting better at my application, I decided to keep a little more in real time, since it does not take me as long anymore. So some of it will be sped up, but a lot, the first two fingers, I believe, the thumb and the pointer finger, will be in real time for you all. So I have this set that I have been dying to do, you guys. Like, I've been dying to do a short bling set. So I'm definitely going to do it sometime this week. I don't know if my mom is coming over to get her nails done today. She said that she is, but she has not called me. She's probably just gonna pop up on me. So I don't know. I might have her set come before that, because I will be recording it if she does come. I have no idea what she's getting done. Yeah, I don't know. She just demanded that I do her nails. So I plan to do her nails sometime. Like I said, I don't know if she's coming for sure, but she did say that she was supposed to be coming on Thursday, so we will see about that. But yeah, I want to do a short bling set. I have not seen it done on YouTube yet, at least not recently. and not how I want to do it. So I've been seeing it all over Instagram, and I just really want to do a set like that. Hopefully nobody beats me to it because I'm saying it on this video, but if you do, girl, whatever. So but yeah, I do want to do a short bling set, and I think it's gonna come out really, really cute. I would prefer to do it on someone else because I just feel like that's a lot of stones to just be wasting. But I don't know, whatever I do, whenever I do it, I hope it comes out really, really good and it comes out really cute. So I did leave this part in real time. This is the application that I'm talking about. You guys, I love Cover Flamingo. I just really love Young Nails. I was about to say Young Nails Not Polished. Young Nails Cover acrylic powders. I just love their acrylic powders. Like, they're so nice, you guys. They go on so buttery, so smooth. They're so easy to work with. It just boggles my mind how people like say that acrylic powders that just sit on the nail and don't polymerize at all, like they just sit there, or you have to, you know, put a whole bunch of monomer in your brush for it to polymerize. But it just boggles my mind how y'all like those acrylics. Like, I don't know, it's just, the formula is just so trash to me. And the more I work with really good acrylic powders, and the more I see my application come out almost so flawless because of me working with these really good buttery acrylic powders, I'm just like, they don't know what they're missing. Like, y'all really don't know what you're missing. I have to, hands down, I have to say that Young Nails, Chisel is definitely one of them. Chisel has made the top 5, you guys. So Chisel, Young Nails, Dynamic Nail Supply, Not Polish, those 4. If you do not have any of those acrylic powders, and if you are using like these chalky acrylic powders, like the acrylics that I've told y'all that are chalky, I don't want to say any names because I don't want to bash any brands today, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Them chalky powders, get rid of them. Get rid of them and up your game, sis. Like, your application is gonna go 10 times faster, I promise you. Like, it's going to look more flawless. Y'all, trust me when I tell you things on this here YouTube channel, okay? I am not telling you for my health. I'm not telling you to misguide you. I am telling you because this is what I have experienced. And obviously, Not Polish is a very, very high quality grade of acrylic powder, you guys. And there are a lot of people who purchase Not Polish. So if I am recommending other brands to you that act and do and perform just like Not Polish, please take my advice. I promise y'all, you are going to thank me. A year from now, if you are a beginner, you are going to thank me for telling y'all to switch over from those chalky tail products and get you some buttery acrylic powders. And money is not an issue because money, we got Dynamic Nail Supply. They are $6, baby. So I don't want any excuses from y'all. I don't want no excuses. I want to see those applications coming out good. I want to see some improvement. I've been seeing some improvement. I follow a lot of y'all on Instagram, and I be commenting on y'all stuff. What is her name? Is it James Kelly Wallace? I don't know if her name is Kelly. I think maybe her husband's name is James. I don't know. But her application has gotten so much better. Girl, I've been peeping. I've been seeing y'all. I see y'all. Like, I don't catch it all the time, but sometimes I catch y'all stories and y'all post, and the application is getting there, y'all. Like, I see y'all. Like, I see y'all. But no, seriously, I have a complete open door policy. And what I mean by that is you can message me, you can email me, you can comment on any video, and 9.8 times out of 10, I am going to respond. I feel like I've always responded to everyone. If I haven't, it's probably because I didn't see it, or you're just asking the same questions every video. So that would be the only time that I am not answering something. But like I said, feel free to DM me on Instagram, email me. I've had people email me. If y'all have questions, it does not bother me. I will always answer. If I can help, then I am here to help. So as you can see on these fingers right here, the middle finger is looking real wide, right? So let me explain why it looks the way it looks. Okay, so the tip that I had, like I said, is too big for this finger. Now, normally, if you have a tip that is too big and if you have a tip that is too small, you are always going to choose the tip that is too big, because you can shape that to the size of the nail. Now, if a tip is too small, that will cause lifting, or it will cause premature breakage. So you don't ever want to use a tip that is too small versus too big. You can always shape a tip that is too big to the nail. Now, where I messed up, and I knew this, I just was being lazy, and it was super late, and this was very random. This set was very random. But I was being lazy and I did not pre-shape these tips to my nail. So that is why they look super wide right there compared to my actual nail. You can see at the top, the part where the acrylic is not covering it as of right now. You see that space right here that I'm covering right now. It is super narrow in comparison to how wide the actual tip is. So what I needed to do before laying this acrylic down was shape that tip to my nail, meaning the sides, make it more narrow. So if you're doing this at home, make sure that you are shaping your tips, if they are too big, to fit the same shape as your nail. So it should, as narrow as your nail is how narrow your tip should be. Especially if you are using square. That is how narrow your tip should be. Everything should be aligned and coming straight out from the nail. Nothing should be coming straight out and then making hips. Like, your nail should not look like it has hips. Now, unfortunately, my middle finger and my ring finger did have hips today. It ain't nothing wrong with no hips. We love a thick girl, but not on the nails, okay? Not on the nails. So, like I said, if you are having that issue, or if your tips are too big, you can always resize them and make sure that you are filing the sides to get them as narrow as your natural nail. You do not want a wide nail. Like, it's ugly. It's just ugly. There's no way around it. Wide nails are ugly. Can't nobody tell me no different. I'm not about to tell y'all no different, and I'm not about to lie to y'all. If y'all nails are too wide, I will kindly say file them. Like, you need to file them, and you need to make them a little more narrow. It's no malice. I just want y'all to be on y'all game. You know, we can't be we sisters. Like, we need to help each other out. So yeah, I just want to say that and point that out. Even and this is a major point, because even if you try to file them at the end, it is just not going to be how you want it to be. Like, I promise you, pre-shaping before you apply this acrylic. Now, you don't have to do it super crazy like to a T, but just make sure that the nails are aligned the right way that they need to be. As you can see right now, I did leave some of this filing in because I wanted to show you all what I had to do to get them a little more narrow. And even when I did this, they still looked wide. Like, they still looked a little wide. So I really had to like dig deep and file these babies for a very long time. And even after I was done filing, y'all are gonna see at the end when I show you the video, the cuticle area, what on my ring finger, I believe it was a little more narrow than the rest of my nail. And it's just something that is not going to look good unless you have the foundation down properly. And you can't get a foundation down properly if your tips are not the proper size to fit the nail. It's just not gonna work. Like, that's like having a size 4 or 5 on your pinky. Like, there's no way that you can reshape that if you did not pre-shape it. You know what I'm saying? Like, So just make sure that you are pre-shaping as much as you can. The only reason, like I said, that I did not do that is because I do the pop-off method, and I did have foil gel and top coat on my nail already, and I just did not feel like going through the process of having to redo all of that and top coat them again, put more foil gel over top of my natural nail. So that is why I didn't do it, which was very lazy of me, and I should have, and I wouldn't have to have done all of those extra steps at the end. However, I did show you, if you make that mess up, how to get them at least kind of back into shape, and you are going to have to file excessively. I also had to file with this carbide bit along the tops of my nails just because it was so thick. So that was another thing that I had to do on the middle and ring finger. They were just a mess, but the other nails were super easy. Filing went fairly quickly. That is why I did not show them in the video. It was no need to, because there was not too much to do. As you can see, the thumb from right here, the thumb looks amazing, like amazing. These are curved nails. They are the natural curve that you get from, these are your standardized woo, I can't talk, tips that you get from the nail supply store, you guys. So if you know what the standard nail tips are, they are usually curved like this. That is what most nail shops use. So this is not something that I bought to like purposely make them curve. This is just how the tips come. Now, if you find that your cuticle area is too bulky, you can always file it down, you guys. Don't be scared to get close to your cuticle area and file it down. I see a lot of people that are like scared to get to it, or you're scared that you're gonna file off too much. Just make sure that you are using a fine grit drill, or not fine grit drill, I'm sorry, a fine grit bit, and that will not take off so much at one time. But please do make sure that you are getting very close to the cuticle area so that it is a seamless finish. And you want it to basically look like it is coming straight out of your nail. That is something that I just recently started doing. I try to make my cuticle area as flat as possible, and then I like for it to come out into the apex, if that makes sense. I do not like for my apex to be too close to my cuticle area. Some people do, and some people can make it look really nicely, but when I do it, it does not look flattering at all. So that is why I'm trying to figure out exactly how I want to have my signature shape be and my signature apex, because most nail techs have that like signature look. And how you see that nail right there that is up my ring finger, as smooth as that was, that is how I want my apex area to be, my cuticle area to be. I just want it to kind of just flow into each other. I do not want anything being super thick at the cuticle area. Like right here, you see me just filing it down because I want it to be kind of like seamless. And yeah, so hopefully that makes sense. And you can see visually what I'm talking about. I know it's a lot easier to look at something versus somebody just tell you. So hopefully that is giving y'all some insight on how I like to shape my nails now. I have changed it up tremendously from when I first started doing nails. I think it's getting a lot better. I still have work to do, of course, but I'm figuring out, you know, how I like to do nails and what look I'm going for, and I feel like with each set it gets better and better, so I'm super excited about that. So I did go over my nails with a 100 grit file, just to smooth everything, or not to smooth everything out, but just to even everything out. And then I did go over it with a buffer that I got from my local nail supply store. And I buffed everything out, and I did wipe it off, all the nails off, with just an alcohol wipe, well, a lint-free wipe with alcohol on it, but you can use those, or you can use alcohol wipes, whichever you have nearby, just to get the surface clear of any dust. And then I went ahead and put some dynamic nail top coat on, which y'all know I love. This is the tempered glass top coat, and this is how it was looking, you guys. Now I did go ahead and skip most of the fingers because I'm on my last leg with this bottle of top coat. I have a new one that I have not used yet because I want to finish this bottle out. So yeah, I just went ahead and skip through everything, but I did top coat all the nails obviously, and y'all are gonna see exactly how they came out. So just make sure that you are liking this video, make sure that you comment and subscribe, and I will see y'all in the next one. I love y'all so much. Mwah. Bye.